The reason why I stand behind him is because he done supported my black life in a lot of movements and a lot of things. He made it to where me and my whole group was okay. So if you guys are looking for somebody that is actually truly supporting black life, it would be Halospace. A lot of black life that is out there fighting the movement. If you find streamers from Halospace, I could say that all the streamers I met seem like mostly on the right path, especially Phil, the owner. He's done wonders for me. This is long overdue. So if you guys need a space to donate to or looking for someone to donate to, Halospace is it. But the other reason I was getting on here was something else. I'm trying to remember why. I just wanted to make sure I got that part out. Oh, it's just about holding the black on black crime. I keep getting that. That's real. Like, we should have been holding each other accountable. And that's what we need to start doing. Because when we don't hold each other accountable, we don't change. And it's the same thing for the police department. Why you think they don't want to hold each other accountable? Because they don't want to change. So after I thought about it for a while, I think it is that we hold each other accountable, and it's time that we do. That's why I made the video about Oprah Winfrey and Michael Jordan allowing the hospital to be shut down in California. That's black on black crime, and it should be shamed. It should be publicized, and people should be made aware of it, that they both are from there and they're doing nothing. And just like the Seattle chief, everybody's all on her side. A black woman just quit. We ran a black woman out of a job. Well, that's just another Michael Jordan or Oprah Winfrey. She was in it for the money. If she cared about her community, she would have never left her community. She would have known that her community needed her more now than they ever needed her. She would have threw her heart and soul into it. That's what you call abandoned ship when it's sinking because there ain't enough gold on it. So my whole thing is like I said, we done elected a lot of the wrong people to represent the African culture, white culture, every culture. We got the wrong people representing them, and they're not there for the community. They're there for the gold, the fame, and all the wrong things. So to me, the saddest thing I've heard throughout all this is that there's a hospital in Chicago that is fully shut down, and they're begging the mayor to open it or fund it. And then everybody's complaining about buildings. We were beat over cotton. You guys want to complain about buildings? Really? Black people were beat over cotton. White people were ran out of their homes for railroads. Fuck, man. Land's been taken for coal, for oil. Come on, man. Are we really finna complain about buildings? People have died for basic things that are here on earth for everyone to have, and yet we're sitting here complaining over buildings, and we're not paying attention to the damage of the human lives and the whole mental element of this. So it's funny how we done avoided all human being things, and we're all circulating everything behind money and behind property. That's what we're saying human life is less valuable for. So I mean, when you care about a community, you truly care about a community. Chief of Police in Seattle, you're a sad black woman. You didn't care about that community. You care about your commission and your status and your position. Literally. Like, I still care about the people from when I was a gang member. You know how I know? Because when I got up out of the gang life, I went and got them. Most of them live in Oregon now. Not affiliated, not doing all that, actually working and doing good with their lives. Because they got a chance to see something different. So, it's just so funny to me. And we still go back and try to look out for our people. We still in touch, telling them hopefully they'll change. So, when you care about your community, chief of Seattle, or whatever you were, you don't abandon ship. Especially when shit gets worse. You stay fast and you help your people. As long as they're willing to stand behind you, you're supposed to stand behind them. It's a lesson that I learned the hard way throughout my whole entire life. But you're just a money-hungry, greedy person. That's what they say. Hey, money's the root to all evil. If you cared about Seattle, Washington, you would have made sure it got built with 10% of the police. You would have made sure it got built with 0% of the police. That's why I love all the support the Blues. You don't care about your community. You just want someone else to do the work you don't want to do. You're just lazy, that's all, and you don't want to put the footwork in to clean up your community, so you worry that it would go to shit like your home probably looks. So all I'm saying is this ain't a time for nobody to be lazy. It's a time for everybody to stand up and do something. If you want to be lazy with your life, then quit trolling the web pages and doing all of that, because you're going to get ran over in this world. If not by this movement, then by the police. So you might as well join one or the other. So it's not like you're getting left a choice. You're either going to be on the side of the takers or the givers. It's just it, good and evil. And this is steering a lot of good people evil, and it's steering a lot of evil people back to the right path. So I guess the world's balancing out, huh? But here's some food for thought. Think about all the people you turned your back on over money. Think about all the people who you no longer associate with over money. Think about all the people who you don't get to spend time with because you're trying to make $1 to survive. It's all behind money. The system is designed to kill us with $1. We don't get to be dads. We don't have family bonds. We don't have none of the necessities to humanity. And then we're all stuck in electronics. So we've allowed our souls and who we are to be stripped to where we don't even know who we are. So we all know it's a system designed. So I'm just saying everybody needs to wake up and realize that money is the root to this evil. And sitting at a table with the government trying to throw money at us or do more things like that ain't helping us. It's going to hurt us. Because like all poor people, when they get their money in the beginning of the month, they're all happy, okay in life because they're not suffering and they're not worried at that moment. So they're okay. But that's it. It's just a Band-Aid. It's always been a Band-Aid. I think at the end of the year, we're always waiting for income tax, that Band-Aid to come back. This is more than a Band-Aid. Look at the Modi homes and all the fucked up places we live in. I mean, it's a lot more than that. Look at our rundown schools. Look at our neighborhoods. Go look in your yards. Look in your basements. Look in everything. We're not living like we're supposed to because we ain't got time for our own lives. It's the system design. So, I know I'm a little upset because my black life has been getting attacked like a motherfucker by the police, and I thought the allies I had would stand with me, and some did, some didn't. Some just couldn't show up because they had stuff to do, but that's why it's important for us all to stick together and show that unity, because when you leave one person out or that one person looks weak, they attack with full force. I posted one of my white allies, my first ally, Doug the polygrapher. He helped me pass a polygraph when they were trying to put me in prison for smoking weed, which you could buy out the store. I've always fought for my free will, and I always will. What they did to Doug the polygrapher, ex-police officer, is they threw him in prison for fighting for the lowlifes. So, no, they will target us if we're not strong and if we don't stand together. And especially when they got the trolls and everybody else excusing their assaults on us. So, I don't know, I just wanted to post some food for thought. And some people, even streamers, need to start contributing to fill Halospace. I seen that man go out and put in so much work. Not for this, but for this movement. You guys give him his due. Give him his respect. He stood for Black life, but most of all, he stood for the Portland community by what I know and see. So, I hope y'all support him and, man, start using your brain. Instead of trolling this life and trolling everybody else's life, why don't you start trolling and looking into what the world truly is? Or shed light on how it could change and what you would like to see in this world instead of tearing a person's life down. So, I'm kind of glad I can't read the comments because the one thing I will say before I go is I'm a lot more than a criminal. Only if you really knew.